Hey,
Hello, Tony.
how are you?
All right, how are you?
Yeah, pretty good.
So, you're the food and wine guru they told me about.
Well, rather than food and wine guru, I like to think of myself as somebody who makes sure the tourists leave the city with authentic food and wine experience.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. You seem dedicated.
Why not?
So listen, what am I eating today?
I'm going for lunch right now.
Oh, yeah?
How about joining me?
Yeah, sounds great.
Go, Tom.
Let's go. All right.
Having lunch with a native dedicated to the local food and wine, it doesn't get any better than that. We left the palace behind and entered the local neighborhood across the street. It took us only a couple minutes to reach a traditional stone structure simply called Codiose, meaning Joseph's. We went downstairs into a former wine cellar transformed into a restaurant. With its color scheme straight out of Caravaggio's paintings, its cool darkness is exactly where you want to be on a hot summer day.
So listen, what are you gonna have? Because I'm gonna have what you have.
Well, I've proposed that we eat pasticada today.
Sounds good. All right.
And
what is
it's let's say, a complex meat dish.
Yeah. Oh, two. All right.
A braised beef dish, usually served at festivities and large family gatherings. Pasticada requires long and meticulous preparation. The meat is stuffed with garlic, cloves, carrots, and bacon, and then marinated, seared, and simmered with onions, parsley, nutmeg, bay leaves, and sweet wine for several hours. Did I say prunes too? It's served with gnocchi, a lot of them, so you better come to the table hungry.
When you're invited to a dinner in Split as a guest of honor, pasticada is going to be served. So each respectable family of Split would pay special attention to that dish being really good.
Yeah.
My mother used to make pasticada really well. My grandmother, and there is also another tradition. For a long time,
Igor
there used to be a
kept telling me
tradition.
about the local food traditions as my appetite was growing, and soon enough,
I think this was a good idea.
Yeah.
This looks delicious. It's gonna be nice and peppery, spicy. I like this.
See, it's a beef dish, yet it's supposed to be melting in your mouth. That's the essence of pasticada.
It's a bit heavy, all right? I mean, this is no salad or something.
No.
It's a bit heavy, but it's delicious. And it's really an experience to have this thing because it's just, you keep being surprised with all these different layers of flavor.
It's a perfect blend of various spices and vegetables. And you also, it's supposed to be sweet and sour at the same time. You draw sweetness from sweet wine, and the sour part comes from vinegar. However, you don't want to overdo it on either part. It has to be like a perfect blend of everything. Spices, vegetables, wine, vinegar.
Exactly.
what better way to start discovering a city that lies on a peninsula than from the very tip of it? And its very tip is a stunning place to be. A bay on one side, islands on the other, and the gorgeous pine forest right behind. simply called Riva by the locals. The promenade that runs along the seashore is a pedestrian area. It's peppered with cafes offering some eye-catching views. But wait, what's that smell? No need to get alarmed. It's neither a slaughterhouse wastewater nor a sewer. And in my book, it's a welcome change from the other predominant smell in the city. The one of cigarettes. Nothing to do. People here just love their cigarettes. The thing is, only about a minute walk up the street, there's a Sulphur Spa, a handsome Art Nouveau building that's been releasing its healing waters into the port for over a century. Right around the corner from the spa building, strategically positioned, is the local fish market. You may ask yourself, what's the connection between the spa and the fish market? Well, as the locals explain, sulfur springs are an excellent insect repellent, so for that reason there are never any flies at the fish market. I poked my nose all over the fish market, and they're right. Bright people, those old Splitians. Some say the sulfur spring is the very reason why the Roman Emperor Diocletian decided to build his palace right here in the first place, so he can find relief for his aging bones in the sulfur baths. Crooked and narrow, the local streets make the city center characterful, enticing, and above all, human scale. But can get you a little perplexed. And it's exactly in one of those narrow streets where I was meeting Igor for a glass of local wine. Modulus Library Jazz Bar sits in the 15th century building in which the local poet was born. To honor the poet, his verses and inscriptions decorate the walls.
Wine sounds good, yeah.
Alright, red or white?
I'd say red.
Red from the islands or red from the coast?
We're on the coast right now.
Exactly.
No, what's the coast then, right?
Okay, I think I got a good one for you right from a vineyard a few miles from here.
Okay, that's good. What is it?
Well, it's got a sort of a funny name. It's called Scenic in our language, but you might be more familiar with it.
Strikingly deep red and robust, this wine is equivalent to the California Zinfandel, as well as to the Primitivo from Apulia, the heel of Italy. Studies have confirmed that in fact Scenic and Primitivo are similar but not identical. However, grape geneticists, while tracing the origins of Zinfandel, eventually found a matching DNA fingerprint in a vineyard only a couple of miles from this wine bar. The story suggests that the Austrians brought this wine in the United States while this area was a part of the Austrian Empire, hence the German-sounding name
Yeah, that's nice, full-bodied wine.
Exactly,
Yeah,
but
I like that.
yet elegant enough to ask for another sip.
Another sip sounds good, yeah.
You know, it's like a heavyweight fighter with a good footwork. I would say.
As the night set in, the tiny city center gets swamped by partygoers. I instead opted for a walk. Only a 10-minute walk from the Diocletian's palace, I found an outdoor cinema of all things. Movies, moonlight, splashing waves. I'm in. And a beer. And well, yes, popcorn. As the movie ended, the night held one last noisy surprise, the fireworks. Night fireworks on the seashore. What can be more beautiful?